The importance of a father. John was a young boy living in a small village. His family did not have much, but they had each other. Life was hard, but John always had his father by his side. His father, David, worked on a farm every day. He woke up before the sun and came home after it set. Despite his tired body, David always had time for John. He taught him how to read, how to fix broken toys, and how to face challenges with courage. To John, his father was a hero. One day, John's teacher gave the class a special task. She asked them to write about someone they admired the most. John did not need to think. He picked up his pencil and wrote about David. "My father is my hero," he began. "He works hard for our family and always smiles, even when life is tough. He teaches me to be brave and never give up." John wanted to make his father proud. He dreamed of one day helping his father so he would not have to work so hard. But life had its challenges, and John was about to learn how important his father's lessons truly were. One winter, a big storm came to the village. The strong winds and heavy snow damaged many houses. David's farm was also affected. The crops were destroyed, and the family lost most of their income. It was a difficult time for everyone. John saw his father working even harder. David tried to fix the farm and find other ways to earn money. He never complained and kept his family safe and warm. But John could see the worry in his father's eyes. He wished he could help more. One evening, David sat with John by the fireplace. He said, "Son, hard times will come, but we must stay strong. Now remember, no matter how hard life gets, family is our greatest strength." John nodded and held his father's hand tightly. Those words stayed with him. He decided to study harder at school and help his father with small tasks around the house. Even though he was young, he wanted to be strong like his father. As the days passed, John learned new skills from David. He helped repair fences, carry wood, and even plant new seeds. He felt proud to work beside his father, and their bond grew stronger. Spring came, and the farm began to recover. The snow melted and green fields returned. John and David worked together every day, planting new crops and caring for the animals. Slowly, the farm started to look alive again. One day, while fixing a fence, John asked his father, "How do you stay so strong even when things are hard?" David smiled and said, "Strength comes from love, John. I love you and our family. That gives me the power to keep going." John felt a deep respect for his father. He realized that being strong didn't just mean lifting heavy things. It meant taking care of the people you love, even when life was difficult. His father's words inspired him to do his best in everything. In school, John began to work harder. He wanted to make his father proud. His teachers noticed his effort and praised him. John shared the good news with David, who hugged him tightly and said, "I'm proud of you, son." As time passed, the farm improved, new crops grew, and the family's worries slowly faded. John saw how his father's hard work and love had saved them. He felt lucky to have a father like David, who always gave his best for the family. One evening, as the sun set over the farm, John and David sat on the porch. The sky was painted in shades of orange and pink. John looked at his father and said, "Dad, I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to be strong and kind." David smiled and put his hand on John's shoulder. "You already are, John. You have a big heart, and that's the most important thing. Never forget that love and hard work can solve almost any problem." John felt proud of his father's words. He decided to learn as much as he could from David. Every day he watched how his father handled challenges with patience and wisdom. Slowly, John began to see the world through his father's eyes. As time went on, John started helping more around the farm. He learned how to plant seeds, repair tools, and care for the animals. David was always there to guide him, teaching him the value of responsibility and perseverance. Together, they rebuilt the farm into a place full of life and joy. The fields grew strong, the animals thrived, and the family found happiness again. John knew that his father's strength and love were the reasons they had overcome their struggles. Years passed, and John grew into a young man. He often thought about everything his father had taught him. The lessons of love, kindness, and resilience stayed with him. Whenever life became difficult, John remembered his father's calm voice saying, "We can get through this together." One day, John came home with an idea. "Dad," he said, "what if we opened a small market to sell our produce? We could share our farm's bounty with the town." David's eyes lit up. "That's a wonderful idea, son. Let's do it." Together, they worked to set up the market. John used the skills he learned from his father to create something new. The market became a success, bringing people together and making the family proud. As the community gathered at their market, people often praised John for his hard work and vision. But John always gave credit to his father. "Everything I know, I learned from my dad," he would say. "He's the reason I believe in myself." David felt a deep sense of pride. Watching his son grow into a confident, capable man was the greatest reward of his life. He knew that the love they shared had made all the difference. One evening, as the sun set over the farm, John and David sat together on the porch. The sky was painted with shades of orange and pink. John looked at his father and said, "Dad, thank you for everything. You've taught me how to live, how to love, and how to never give up." David smiled and placed his hand on John's shoulder. "I'm proud of you, son. You've grown into a man with a strong heart. That's all I could ever wish for." From that day on, John continued to honor his father's legacy. He worked hard, helped others, and carried the lessons of love and perseverance with him. No matter where life took him, he always felt his father's presence guiding him. Years later, when John had children of his own, he passed down the same lessons. "Your grandfather taught me everything I know," he would say. "He showed me the power of kindness and the strength of love." The story of John and David reminds us that a father's love shapes our lives in ways we carry forever. Their bond was unbreakable, a testament to the importance of a father's role in shaping the future.